I just saw the evil of hollow flattery in life under the sun. And it's actually something that I think is kind of common in our culture. You had the Thunderbolts as a movie. All these characters are largely lamenting the meaninglessness of life. So in terms of our stories of life transcendent and heroic, and it can be purposeful and great, versus life under the sun, meaningless, everything is meaningless from Ecclesiastes. They're clearly wrestling with the meaninglessness of life. And you even see it like very early in the movie. Black Widow is saying, there's something wrong with me, an emptiness. And then she connects with Bob even before they find out he has powers. It's the void. And what do you do with it? Oh, I just stuff it. And everybody can relate to that, because we do try to stuff the meaninglessness or our sense of significance or our guilt or our shame. And then enter Valentina Allegra.
Wait, Miles, you're saying that's not what we're supposed to do with it? Wait,
you're not supposed. You're just to stuff it,
bottle it, push it down and bottle it up, right?
Way down. No one sees it,
and it's and it's great because everybody in the theater is going, yeah, we all try to do that, but we can't. And then you have the villain, right? How many people are there in their life who are going to say, here's what I'll do. I know that you have an emptiness and a sadness inside of you. I am going to try to inflate your ego to manipulate you to gain from you. And that's what she does with all these characters. So she capitalizes on their emptiness, flatters them. That's what the biblical category, empty flattery, to manipulate them. So you see John Walker, he's been manipulated by Valentina so much that when he's in the death trap, he doesn't believe that it's a death trap because I'm too important. There's no way that somebody as important as me would be sent to a death trap. And it's very funny to see how blind he is. His ego has blinded him. And then, of course, Valentina, she manipulates Bob, even though I don't think it was really as effectively done as it could have. But she says things like this: let's focus on how perfect you are. Or she says, actually, what we all kind of know relationships are supposed to be about. She says, I know all about you, and I still want you to be my guy. But she doesn't actually love him. She's just using him to escape political scrutiny. Yeah. She sees him as expendable. And so what I think she kind of represents is the culture that says everyone gets a trophy, right? It's kind of cliche to even complain about it. But the truth is every kid on the soccer field knows which team won. We keep score. We can't help but keep score. Or it's like the Instagram, like, empowerment. Girl, you are enough. You are enough. And the truth is we go, well, the only reason you need to say that to me is because I know that there's a gap there. Or you are perfect just the way you are. I know that I'm not perfect just the way I am.
Yeah.
So there is a void inside of me that I have to wrestle with. And you know what? I just stuff it. So the Bible says this about flattery. Proverbs 26:28. A lying tongue hates its victims, and a flattering mouth works ruin. Proverbs 29:5. A man who flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. That's Valentina in this movie. Is empty, hollow flattery that does not solve shame. And it's about what our culture offers is blank acceptance, blank affirmation of who you are. You are enough. You are perfect just the way you are. And this movie actually says that's foolishness and actually evil, because you're trying to manipulate people in a low moment. What we really need is something else. And so that's my main takeaway from here is look at the evil of things that we think are kind of like white lies, flattery here and there, but really it's manipulative, and it is the other side of the coin of us just stuffing our shame and our guilt.
We hope you enjoyed this snack-sized taste of Popcorn Theology. Check out the full episode using the link in the description. Subscribe on YouTube for more content. Follow and interact on social media to share with others. And remember, you are not a mindless consumer.